Hey everybody. Welcome back to the Rebel Within podcast. This is season 3, and this will be episode 4, titled "Being Brutally Honest." But before I get into this episode and what it's about, I would love to give a shout out to a few podcast friends of mine. Um, and one of them is Ice Pets Queen's podcast. She has 9 different ones, but she has a latest new one called No Time for Your Shit podcast. That's NTFYS. So go check that out. I believe you'll enjoy it. It's like just it's her unfiltered podcast, and I believe you can find it on like Amazon, I think podcast or Amazon Music or something. I'm also sure that it's on Spotify and probably a few other places. And you can also check out Justin's Sportsman Desk podcast. I think that's also on Spotify and places. And the last one, but not least, it's the Spokane Man's podcast, which is really good. I've been on that podcast before in an episode, so if you get a chance, check those out. Go to wherever you can go to listen to podcasts, and I'm pretty sure they'll be there. But if not, at least try Anchor and Red Circle and a few other places. And yeah, I believe you guys are really good. So now we're going to get into the topic of what I have in store today. And just right before that, though, I do want to say this is usually my unfiltered podcast, but today I'm going to try to go about it in a different way than I normally have. This doesn't mean that the content will be any less, important. It's just I'm gonna see if I can't do this in a more rational way than I normally do. But again, like I said, this episode is called "Being Brutally Honest." I'm gonna say that being brutally honest is a good and a bad trait in someone. Um, People will respect you a lot of times for being brutally honest. But some people will not respect you, dislike you, and some people may even hate you for being brutally honest. But that's okay because guess what? At least you're being honest with yourself and honest with other people. Um, I'm the kind of person that doesn't sugarcoat anything for anybody. People have always come to me when they want to know something and they want to know the truth and they want an honest answer because they know that I'll give it to them. I don't sugarcoat anything for anybody. It is not me, and that's not who I am. Some people hate it when you're brutally honest to them because they can't stand the truth, because the truth hurts. You know, People want to be mad at you for being honest, but then why get mad about it? Because, you know, it's the truth. I mean, it is like, I give you an example. It's like people will get mad, they'll ask you a question and they want an answer, but they want you to sugarcoat the answer for them so it makes it look good. So it makes it feel like you're giving them the answer that they've already set their mind up for anyway. They just want you to reaffirm it for them or whatever, just kind of agree with them on it. But then when you give them the answer they don't want to hear, they get all mad. It's just like, for instance, when I go to church, I want a preacher that's going to preach to me about hell and not sugarcoat hell for people, not sugarcoat, um, you know, what hell is like and what's hell going to be in the afterlife for people who are sinners and don't repent and all this stuff. Okay. It's not some place where you go hang out with Jim Morrison or some shit like that. No, it is a terrible place to be. But yet you have preachers nowadays and these people going on here, man, and they're trying to justify and sugarcoat what hell is really like. All you're doing is setting people up for failure, and that's not a good thing. That's just like you're setting people up for failure if you're not brutally honest to somebody when they're making a decision in their life that is stupid. Okay? I'm just going to give you an example, and I hope this person doesn't mind if I use this as an example, but I have a friend of mine who's has known this person for a long time. And now that their rent has gone up, that she's going to move back in with her mama because she don't want to pay the higher rent. But that's her default setting into just moving home with mommy when everything gets bad. You can't do that. You can't go run back to mama every time things, get bad. That's not being an adult. And when someone tells you that, you can't get mad at them because, hey, it's the truth, right? I don't know. I guess like for me, sometimes being brutally honest and also alienates you from people because people don't want to know that stuff. They want to be made it as easy as possible for them. And being brutally honest ain't that. Nowadays people are so into this PC culture and this, woke society shit that people just they don't they can't withstand the truth. They can't withstand the honesty. And it's almost kind of like in that movie, A Few Good Men, when Jack Nicholson tells Tom Cruise, he's like, you can't handle the truth. And he was true about it. You can't handle the truth. That's the way I see a lot of people when you're brutally honest to them. I guess I'd rather know that I had one or two friends who loved me for being brutally honest than 5, 10, 15 friends who like me for being fake to them and not a real person. And in the end, that doesn't get you anywhere. You can't sit there. You can't sit there and think life is going to be easy because it's not. Life is unfair. Life is cruel. Life can be unjust a lot of times. But, that's the way life is. If everything was easy, and if adulting was easy, everybody would damn want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simple fact to it all. You're going to go through things in life that everybody else goes through, but you can't run away from them. You got to be an adult about it and just push through it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I just wanted to say that being brutally honest is a good thing and a bad thing. But being brutally honest sets you up for roads you don't want to go down. It kind of leaves you alienated. It kind of leaves you alone sometimes. And you'll wind up losing friends and family members and other people because of it. But I guess in the long run, if you do, then maybe these people wasn't meant to be in your life anyway, because you shouldn't have to sugarcoat anything for anybody. It's a cold, hard truth. Well, honestly, man, this podcast was a lot shorter than I figured it was going to be. But that's all I really wanted to say. I didn't want to sit here and ramble all day long like I do sometimes. But yeah, I just want to sit here and say, hey, if you enjoy podcasts, go check out those podcasts I mentioned earlier in the stream before the episode started. Give them a listen, like their stuff, even leave comments if you want. They need the support. They love doing what they do. And so, yeah, um, it's awesome. Well, I guess that's all I got for today. I just want to say have a great day, a blessed day. And this is Wild Bill for the Rebel Within podcast, signing off, saying, see you later. Bye.